Here we are in Brewster. I'm at the missions house right now. We took a drive over there to Chief Joseph Dam and then across on the other side of the river back to Brewster and on that side. I was just thinking about looking at the Columbia River system is such an amazing thing, the power of that water. Of course, it's been changed because of the dams that are on the river. One of the members of the church was talking about it growing up here as a kid. He said the dams, one of the things it did is it destroyed the steelhead fishing on the river. He didn't think the dams should be coming down because he said at the same time, he said all you'd have to do to recover the fishery and to recover the salmon is just stop allowing all the nets to be, the Indians are allowed to just net the river from bank to bank on clear side and just take basically everything. He said all you'd have to do is just reduce that and you'd see the salmon fisheries or the salmon numbers return. But one of the things that I was thinking about is, no one, you look at the river, it's the obvious, the effects of flooding, of a massive flood is obvious when you look at the sides of the Columbia River and all of that. And no one that I know denies that there was a flood of massive proportions. And the only difference is where we believe that flood originated. And so, of course, as Christians, we believe that the flood is part of the story of Noah's Ark, that God did that flood. And then the evolutionary scientists, well, they say, no, there was an ice age that built a big ice dam in Montana. And then after that ice dam busted, it came over here and created all this cataclysmic flood. And, of course, that would have had to happen. They make those floods, they put them all over the world. There's some on the Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, and every place else like that. They do those sorts of things because the one thing they say is, well, we have a faith system. Well, one thing that, we would say that they have a faith system. We believe that God is the account, makes an account for all that, the flood and everything that exists. And the evolutionist, he believes that the one thing that the evolutionist believes is it can't be God. I was listening to someone the other day, and they were talking about, he's talking about the fact that, 50s and 60s, there were things that people did not know in the 50s and 60s that we do know now. And he's talking about evolutionary science. That's an assumption. The truth of the matter is nothing new has been discovered concerning evolution and the evolutionary evidence and so forth. Nothing new has been discovered. There have been new theories written, new ideas have come out, and people, have studied those new ideas and those new theories, and they've postulated, tweaks to those theories. But those theories cannot be observed, they cannot be measured, and they cannot be duplicated, which are all scientific necessities. So they're just theories. Their theory is based on their absolute conviction that there is no God. And our belief is an absolute conviction that there is a God. And so for us, both sides are saying, man, there is obvious a major flood took place here. The question is what caused that flood?